So guys, back in today with more SANDA, this time with episode 10. I think we've got going to be a pretty hype episode today with the Celebration of Youth Festival, something along those lines I think it's called, which I was actually thinking just before this episode started is quite funny. I mean, just in general, it's a weird thing to kind of celebrate. It is a thing that should be celebrated, but not with like something that should be celebrated through your life, if that makes sense. I was just thinking, I really don't know much about Jewish people, but I was thinking, isn't like a bar mitzvah like a celebration they do when they turn into like adulthood or something? I was just thinking how like this might be the opposite to that. Again, I really shouldn't talk about it because I've got absolutely no idea. The most I've ever seen about like a bar mitzvah is in like American movies, and that's the extent of my knowledge. And even then, I don't think I've even seen that many. But yeah, hectic episode last time. Loved the bit of backstory we got for the crazed girl. We can understand why she is the way she is. Chopping up her mum. Pretty interesting scene between her and Santa though, wasn't it? When he did transform. Of course, we got Black Santa, which might be, if you guys talk about movies, might be something maybe akin to Bad Santa. If you guys have seen that movie, pretty fun little movie. Wonder if there was like a Krampus version or something as well. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, should be an interesting one. The end scene as well with Ono. I think she's gonna be moving out of the school soon. That was really still not sure what to make of that. It's been a week and I'm still still got the exact same thoughts on that. I'm really not sure what to make of it. Didn't really see too many people comment on it either. Maybe I just take it as it was rather than kind of look. Maybe I'm looking too far into it or something. I don't know. The peak of youth, that's the one. 15, so just before you become an adult. But you're not all too different from being an adult at 15, so why is that the favourite age? Why is it not like 2 years old or 3 years old? Maybe that's like the perfect in between of adulthood and childhood. And then with his backstory here, are we? Or is crumbling? Why'd you react like that? Easier said than done, that I think. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Specific. Guys, Sander looks almost unrecognizable. Doesn't pay you guys. His head looks exactly the same, but I don't know what it is about him today that looks. Didn't even notice that was him until he spoke. My precious time to die. The things that you're stopping me from killing myself. Yeah. I've always, especially recently, been thinking about that. Like smoking. It's essentially offing yourself, but just in a slow, roundabout way, isn't it? A way you don't really have to confront instantly. That's the thing though. Adults like you do seem cool when you are like a teenager. I don't, maybe not for everyone, but when I was younger, I used to be like a little delinquent, and I'd want to like be like that. Like yeah, chill. Never wanted to be sober or anything. Yeah. Yamura? Nice. Looks much more womanly today. Probably the combination of the hair and the yukata, which looks nice. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Sander, but he looks like some kind of like politician. Very I don't know. Doesn't look like a kid's outfit, does it? It looks like something you'd maybe see like some kind of official wear or something. Looks like a politician. Oh, that's a nice kimono. Is it a yukata or kimono? I don't know. I think it's kimono for girls, yukata for boys. I don't know. I should know by now. Amount of times I've seen like these festival kind of episodes, but yeah. But yeah, that's a really nice one. Like the little flames on there, looks really cool. Red's my favorite color, so. Let's hope. Well, I say that. I was about to say. Let's hope Sander plays it a bit cooler, but oh, that's not fire. That's their fish. Oh, even cooler actually. The little goldfish. They kind of look like flames, but they'll go. Yeah, it's even better. Even yeah, like even more. Responsible. Oh, fucking hell. Armed to the teeth. Just be careful she doesn't shoot you, bro. Let's have some kid fun. Yeah, you can't be an adult around this lady. Do you want a certain way? She's not really that similar, but she does remind me of get her name. Kumiko? I forget her name exactly, but from Kill Bill, the teenage Japanese lady. She's also in Battle Royale. She's pretty fucking awesome in Battle Royale. But she reminds me a little bit of her. I always loved that movie. I remember watching it, like the first time I watched it, it was just some random night around my friends, just stoned as hell, like 14. It was just on TV, and I was just like, holy shit. Like, out of my mind, I was, this is one of the best things I've ever seen. It does, yeah, it does take a while to put these outfits on, doesn't it? From what I've heard. Honestly, uh, I think I know what his outfit's reminding me of. His outfit is reminding me of you. Everybody's seen that picture of that like American guy in that kimono. He's like holding something. I think it's the same kimono, right? I don't want to get it up. I'm not sure. I mean, it's going to be funny because I'm going to type this in and it's going to come up instantly. I wouldn't be sure how to get this image up otherwise. I'm just going to type American dude wearing a kimono. This is what I'm going to type in here. Wearing... Yeah. Of course it comes up instantly. This guy, it looks kind of similar. Oh, we've got a Sephiroth swords hammer. I love that guy. It's kind of similar. It really does remind me a little bit of... It's like black and gold. His is kind of black and goldish as well. Not exactly the same, but it's like a similar colour scheme, isn't it? It really reminded me of that. Like, Sanders, the kid American kimono guy. I'm not sure why everyone jokes about that guy. Like, I don't think as a white dude you could ever go to Japan and have your photo. Like, you could have your photo taken like that, but you wouldn't be able to post on the internet nowadays, I don't think, just because of that one image. Shouldn't ever make you stop doing things, don't get me wrong, but you just fear the fact of, oh shit, what if I end up like that guy? Which I think that guy's like, he's living a nice life, don't get me wrong, but every like 2 minutes you see your picture of you like flying about Twitter and Facebook, and yeah. Oh wow, she just went for it. Probably for the best, considering I've been mucking about a whole episode the other day. And they didn't die. What? Ugh. You just took my bacteria. Jesus, quite the reaction. But yeah, they didn't die. You're not dead, bro. You're not dead. It's probably because he's not Santa right now. Maybe he has to be in Santa form for that to happen. Which, in that case, even better. Oh, that's the optimal outcome. Hey, that's nice. Feel bliss. Let's do it again. Oh my god. I mean, can you imagine if he does change form right now? What a horrible situation that'd be. I do remember my first kiss. It wasn't awful. Jeez! What the fuck are you doing? What kind of person sucks in the first place? Can't say I've ever. I mean, I guess a little bit. Like a 2% suction occurs, but I'd say that's ever happened to me. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. I've been told I'm a good kisser, but maybe there's a trick. This is first kiss, so I'm going to guess not. But yeah, Jesus. I do remember mine. Mine was not fancy whatsoever. It was it was a girl in the year above. I think we were just at a party, and her boyfriend literally like just broke up with her or something. So yeah, rebound first kiss. Like that was first proper like tongue kiss. Anyway, I did before that, but not to like, yeah, it was just like peck little ones. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not you're not lining that up great, are you? Okay, good job, Sander. Again, it would have absolutely sucked if he did just like if he wasn't allowed to just be a kid themselves. They are the protection. right? They're your protection and they're their own protection. Like, I gotta say, the facial expressions of the show really are fantastic, aren't they? Black Santa. You really play loosely with the details there, aren't we? Is Black like? I think I asked this last week. Is Black Santa like a thing? Again, I've heard of like Krampus and such, but so what they do, don't they? I mean, not the question to be asking right now, but you make a good point. I imagine maybe they have got to cut their hair themselves because they can't have adults do it because they would just take the scissors and stab the hairdresser with them. So they just put a bowl on their head and cut them themselves. I fight with hugs. Do you not know who Santa is? He's got the power of love on his side right now. He's amped. There is something like when you do remember your first kiss. There was something like much more exhilarating about that, wasn't there? Like your first time for a lot of things. So like I do equate that to sometimes like I mean I guess it is a drug in a sense. Sorry because I'm going to yap here, so I did want to pause it. But it's that sense of like euphoria and adrenaline that you do get from things from like the first time, if that's doing drugs, having sex, first kiss, anything like that. The first time doing it, you're so nervous, but when you actually get over and done with it, you're like, oh my god, that felt amazing, and you've got like a real amp in your body. And I bring up drugs because with drugs you get that, especially like the first or second or third time, but then you end up always chasing that feeling. You hear that a lot. People chasing a high, and that doesn't just apply to those. That applies to again even like the natural adrenaline drugs that kind of run through your body normally. Um, yeah, but it's something, of course, happens much more in childhood at this age, isn't it? So just interesting how that can apply to like a bunch of different various things that are like harmless and things that are like that could kill you. The Scarlet Classic right here from my Ask One Final Thing. They all kind of look dead. It does. Damn. That cult. I don't know. I'm not too great with guns, obviously. That was smooth though. That was. It does make her look. I mean, she is incredibly skinny, but that does like it makes because her hair isn't by her side. She looks even her face looks even skinnier. I brought this up last week, but it's really interesting seeing all the drama going around with the Wicked actresses. Really intriguing to just like analyze. Honestly, that thing on the left there looks like a tattoo I was going to get. If any of you guys have seen the movie, I can't remember what it's called now. Trick or Treat, that's the one. The weapon that little Sam uses. And now you're a responsible adult. They can be. What's going on with you? Is she gonna just like die on us? The one. I mean, he's kind of not wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like there is advantages, but even when you think about some of those advantages, you could see them as disadvantages. I always used to. Again, I told you how I was when I was younger. I always used to think you were able to go on nights out. To be honest, I bought alcohol when I was younger anyway, just because I always looked older. But you're able to do that legally. You're able to go places and do things that you couldn't do when you were younger. But when you actually think about those things, when you think about them hard enough, you actually think, oh, you know what, that's actually detrimental for me to be doing that. Oh, I can get a job, I can live on my own. Oh, by doing that, I also, yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages and such. But it sounds like stupid what he said here, but again, it's like you can understand. I think there is always that thing, especially since I've become an adult, you do kind of regret. Said this before, I think, but as a kid, you always want to be older. You always want to hang out with the older people. You find the older people cool. You want to be an adult. You want to grow up quickly. But then when you're an adult, you kind of you wish you didn't grow up so quickly. If that makes sense. And that's quite a common thing. So I get where he's coming from. It. He says it rather matter of factly, so it's just quite funny. But it's not actually all that wrong. I don't like how he is. Like I think he's just. I don't like the guy, but sometimes he makes some decent points. He's just way too much into that side of things, isn't he? He's like in total denial and like crazed. Why'd that need to be taken out? surely that is less trouble if your hair's tied up. People just see SANDA just get demolished right now. I do kind of want to see what a regeneration sequence. You guys know I love my transformations, regenerations, that type of stuff. I love that. But I'd like to see him just like there's be a bit of skin left, and he like regenerates from that. Jesus. The whole face. Like a little bit of skin show. There won't be any left by the end of this. Well, she's gonna run out of bullets eventually. Right? Right, guys? Twilight. And you're on your own. Not looking awfully pleased. Hey, that episode went by very quickly, didn't it? Very quickly. Yeah, it was quite the look from Ono there, wasn't it? What would you call that look? I wouldn't say it was disappointment. I do feel like she clearly does feel disappointed, but it almost looked like a bit of a nasty look. I don't know. Defiant, kind of. Like prowling, kind of. Honestly, like a bit of a predator. So yeah, not sure what to make of that. But yeah, really good episode today. Really good episode. Kind of would have expected Black Sand to look a bit more like paste right now, considering how many bullets he's took. But hopefully we'll get there. I don't think this show will shy away from any kind of gore or anything like that. Yeah, first kiss for SANDA. That was a really awesome moment, wasn't it? Probably one of the better moments this episode. In a moment full of great moments. In an episode full of great moments. Do you know what I really don't like about this ending song? I really like this ending song, but I hate how it ends. It kind of feels like it should keep going like that. I need to listen to the full version still. Like this section here, it's probably my favourite part of the song, and then it just kind of cuts out. Wish it went on a bit longer. Hopefully it does in the full version. Again, I'll do that. I'll add that to my playlist right after this. Now I've remembered to. But yeah, again, really good episode today. Nice seeing Teach here. Well, Sasha undercover Teach. Helping us out a little bit, preserving our youth, kind of making up for his his history, which was awkward. I can't say I'd ever laugh like that, but I've done stupid things in a nervous situation like that. Don't get me wrong. I remember one really bad memory is when I was at my old work. I used to work in an office, and it was like a night out, and I tried it on with one of the women, and that was just a bad decision. She was one of the higher up women as well. Like if she was the same level as me, she was like, "I'll get over it," which I did do once, and got together with someone at my level, and I could like avoid her quite easily afterwards, which might sound bad, but I didn't really have too much interest. But that one was quite a bit higher up, so it was always quite embarrassing. Yeah. But yeah, lovely moment here. Not sure what bro was doing in the second kiss. Like the first kiss was nice and wholesome and lovely. It was really cute him asking for a second one as well. And then he just went full crazy. Like imagine looking at this staring you in the face. Like, bruh, get away from it. it is quite sad as well because I don't think luckily Sander was overcome by this, but for me, if I was in Sander's situation, I would also be very worried about the fact I'd probably have this image running through my head of if anything like slightly red like gets on me or anything, I could be looking like this, and my God, you'd be you'd be rightfully kind of sentenced to prison for a very long time. So that would be something I'd be really worrying about. But luckily that was not his mindset whatsoever here. He did go a little bit crazy with the kiss here, like damn, like a bit too much, little bit too freaky right there. But first time, I guess. So thanks to learn. Yeah, bro went crazy right here. Got respect in that. Went very well. Went very well. She was getting like drained here, bro. God damn. The sounds are crazy right there. But yeah, love this episode. Some nice action. Some I mean, for the action we got, we didn't actually get too much action, but these like fight scenes with the kids were pretty fun. As we put them to bed, and just I hope we do see some more of shot up Sander next week, and seeing again maybe some regeneration or something. To be honest, saying that, I don't think we've seen any kind of regeneration or anything from Sander. We know he survives all these gunshots, but like, what happens? Because I imagine he's bleeding a lot. His body is like 20% lead right now. Surely, to keep on surviving, it's got to like push that out and like regenerate or something, right? So I'd like to see that process. I'm a big fan of like Cronenberg things and such. So, yeah, would love to see that. And let me know what you guys think of this look while I was talking about the end here. Really not sure what to make of this. Again, it looks like a bit contemptuous, doesn't it? It looks like disappointment, but also and sadness, but also looks like there's a bit of like anger in there as well. Like the eyes are really like, yeah, the face like says a lot in itself, but the eyes are really like, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what guys. Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Let me know what you guys think of this episode in general down in the comments as well. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy this one, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 11.